So I am going to go over everyone's main problem with this Ozark Trail 10x12 wall tent from Walmart, and that is the removable detached floor. Everyone on my video where we did the first review of this tent, everyone's biggest gripe is, oh, that floor, no way, I'm out. Detachable floor. Oh, you're gonna have snakes and mice and scorpions. First off, I am on an elevated deck. This deck is quite a few feet in the air. There isn't a lot of stuff. Now, mind you, a snake can climb that, a squirrel can climb it, a squirrel can drop down from up top. I have yet to have a problem, and I'm going to show you guys why this is not as big of an issue as everybody makes it out to be. Watch. Everyone's big gripe with this tent is, oh, the detachable floor. You're gonna get spiders and critters crawling in there. I noticed this when I bought the tent, I noticed that it had this feature, and I didn't know the name of this feature. This feature actually has a name. If you are buying a canvas wall tent, it normally has an overhang right here. That overhang is called sod cloth. I did not know this. I just discovered what the name of this was a few weeks ago, and I've already owned this tent for 6 months and made 6 trips with it. Sod cloth is designed for you to put sod on top of it. Now, during the winter, if you go winter camping, this is designed for you to put snow on top of it. You can put rocks on top of it. You can put sandbags on top of it. Or, like I do, I've got some spare boards from building the deck up here, and I put a few of these down the side of the tent. And this right here has helped me more than you can possibly know. And I didn't even know that this was the right way that you were supposed to be doing it. I guess it's intuitive, all right? You have this overhang, and this overhang should be on the ground. Now, a few people noticed that in one of my first videos, I talked about how I put this on the ground and then I put a board over the top of it to stop the cold air draft from coming in when it was cold out during the winter. And that is exactly what this is designed to do. And someone said, oh, you're stopping airflow. You're going to have moisture buildup inside your tent. I have had very, very little moisture buildup inside this tent. Even during the winter when I was using the space heater, the propane space heater. That propane space heater, anytime you use a propane space heater in an indoor environment, it will create moisture. During the winter, I have a very, very small amount of moisture buildup. Luckily, up here in the mountains, it usually goes up to at least 40, 50, even during the winter, during the day. And the sun comes out and that moisture dissipates. It's usually just there in the morning when you first wake up. And then everything dries out over the course of the day. So I have not had any problems with moisture buildup or problems with airflow or ventilation. I'm going to show you how we fix some of the ventilation during the summer with the front door. All right, I got to kind of crouch down here in order for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. During the winter, we like to have this flap up like this. And during the summer, we like to have it down flat like this. During the winter, right, we want to stop as much airflow, cold air as we possibly can. But during the summer, right, I don't want to trip over this, and I want a little bit more ventilation during the summer. This does come at a cost. You can get spiders or, snakes or critters crawling underneath the tent door right here, because the tent door does not seal to the bottom like a normal tent would have a zipper across the bottom. To prevent this, you can pick this flap up. There are these clips right here, and what these do, so this clip keeps it up. There's another ring, the same way that the tent side goes into this pole. The tent floor goes into this pole as well. On the back here, you can see there's just a ring with a little pull through, and that goes around the pole. If I put this up, if I get this around, right, and I pull that through, now you can see, right, that it holds up the front of the tent. And then this little guy right here gets plugged into there. And you can see that this makes a perfect corner. Even when it rains, right, the rain will go down the side of the tent and it'll go down to that sod cloth and then stay on the outside. I've been here for 3 days. It's rained every day and every night. It rains real quick for like 20 minutes and that's it. Zero problems with rain. Absolutely zero. This right here keeps the tent floor up. And if you clip this in, it'll keep the front door area up. During the summer, I want a little bit more ventilation. So I take that off and you can see the front of the tent, the floor lays flat. So you won't trip on the floor coming in and out. You can see that floor, right? It lays flat. This way we don't trip over it. And then during the summer, I get a little bit of ventilation through the bottom of the door. It's just key. I can't tell you, there's all these little built-in features of this tent that I keep finding. There's even another tie to tie the door back more. And there's a tie inside in between the fly and the outside. So you can have the screen closed and you can have the tent door tied open. I actually slept like that Friday night. I forgot to close the outside tent door and I literally fell asleep and that was it. And I was fine. I didn't have any bugs inside and everything was fine. So everybody's big gripe about this is this removable floor. There are features of this removable floor that we didn't realize until afterwards. Everyone's biggest gripe about this tent really isn't that big of a deal. Is the tent still worth $500? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Like I said, it rained here for the past 2 nights, 3 nights, 3 days straight. During the day, it sprinkles. At night, it sprinkles. Friday night, it rained. And I mean, it rained good. Zero problems with the water. You can see the water beating up on the top of the tent and none of the seams leak. I've had several people say, oh, everything from Walmart is junk. The seams are gonna leak. Everything's junk. Also, if you go through the comments on that tent review, there's a few people that have had these tents in Alaska, Wyoming, Northern California, all sorts of places, and left them up for weeks. Someone said that their brother has one up in Alaska. It has been up for over a year. Still standing, zero leaks, zero problems. So everybody's gripe about this tent is unfounded. I still think that this is absolutely one of the best tents that you can get for $500. Yes, I looked at real canvas wall tents for $1,200, $2,000. For me, it wasn't worth it because behind me right here, we will be building our cabin and that starts this winter. So for me to spend $2,000 on a canvas wall tent, it wasn't worth it. I'm going to use this tent for a year and a half, and that's going to be it. And then I don't even know when I'm going to use this tent again. And once we build the cabin, I don't plan on really traveling much, camping in other places. The whole goal was to buy this land and build the cabin. This is just temporary. And it has held up great for me. So for $500, now mind you, when I bought this tent, it was $400. Sorry, inflation's a bitch. I still think for $500, I would still buy this. Not a problem. Great tent, hands down. The floor, it's fine. The sides of the tent, fine. Screen door, it's fine. Even the waterproofing. It's fine. I promise you, this is a good tent. If you're looking at it, just go buy it. It's great. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace.